She's been careful to dress in understated outfits that don't grab headlines since taking up royal duties with Prince Harry, but it seems that Meghan Markle has been sending out strong messages with her handbags. Today the bride-to-be shunned well-known brands for her surprise visit to Belfast, sporting a brown leather handbag by Hertfordshire-based Charlotte Elizabeth, a designer supported by the Prince's Trust. The accessories business was launched by Charlotte Elizabeth Jones, then 21, from her bed while she was paralyzed by illness for a year and couldn't speak or lift her hands. Her choice of bag would no doubt win approval from her future father-in-law, Prince Charles. And it's certainly not the first time the former Suits star has used her accessories to champion a designer with an inspiring story. On her visit to Cardiff in January, she carried a bag from Demilier London, who fund life-saving vaccines for children, for every bag sold. And she's twice championed the small Scottish brand Strathberry, who sold out of the bags she carried in Nottingham and Edinburgh. For her first visit to Belfast today, Meghan gave a nod to the Emerald Isle in a forest green skirt by Toronto-based Greta Constantine, worn with the same Victoria Beckham cashmere jumper she wore for her engagement photo shoot. She teamed the ensemble with rusty orange suede shoes by Jimmy Choo and covered up with a $750 Mackage waterfall collar coat. And she topped off the outfit with a handbag by Charlotte Elizabeth, a designer who set up her brand from her bed when she was paralyzed by illness at 21. Like Kate, who often gives a sartorial nod to the country she is visiting, Meghan has opted for a green hue with the tailored skirt, celebrity stylist Lucas Armitage told Femail. Charlotte Elizabeth Jones from Hertfordshire had to leave school at 16 after having heart surgery. Unable to pursue A-levels or find work because of her health issues, she had an ambition to set up her own handbag brand. Aged 19, she went on a 4-day Prince's Trust course to learn more about setting up a business, but only a fortnight later she collapsed and was left paralyzed within seconds. She was unable to move her feet or lift her hands and was bedbound for a whole year, unable to speak at some points. Doctors believed her condition was all in the mind, which sent her into depression. However, the thought of setting up her own brand kept her going, and a few months after her collapse she started working on her first designs. As she could barely move her hands, her sketches were childlike, so she enlisted the help of her sister's boyfriend, a designer, to draw more detailed images. A year after she first became ill, she was diagnosed with post-ural tachycardia syndrome, an abnormal increase in heart rate that occurs after sitting up or standing. It typically causes symptoms such as dizziness, fainting, palpitations. She has also been diagnosed with ME. A year after she received her diagnosis, Charlotte was able to take her first steps outside and launch her online shop, selling her first design, the Bloomsbury handbag, a version of which Meghan carried today. Her business continues to be supported by the Prince's Trust. Charlotte Elizabeth Jones from Hertfordshire made her first designs. While she was paralyzed by illness, Meghan seems to be taking some serious style bits from Duchess Kate here. Gone is her edgy style statements, and she has opted for classic elements to produce a more conservative fashion vibe. This entire look could have been put together from Kate's pre-pregnancy wardrobe, the chic pencil skirt, the cords and a classic knit. The only hint of Meghan's signature style is the casual leather bag. The couple have flown to Northern Ireland for an unannounced visit that follows on from high-profile trips to other parts of the UK. Meghan and Harry have been touring Britain ahead of their May wedding, and the prince will introduce his fiancée to Ulster during a series of events. In keeping with royal visits to Northern Ireland, details were not released in advance, and the itinerary was not disclosed for security reasons. Their first stop was at Icon Centre in Lisburn for an event to mark the second year of youth-led peace-building initiative Amazing the Space. The US actress began her UK tour with Harry in Nottingham a few days after their engagement announcement at the end of November last year. In Brixton, the historic home of London's Caribbean community, Meghan and Harry visited a local community centre. Then they travelled to Cardiff, with the US actress getting an introduction to Welsh culture. Edinburgh welcomed the couple, who visited the city's historic castle, and they also toured Birmingham. Harry visited Northern Ireland last November when he opened a new ambulance station in Ballymena, County Antrim, and also visited Belfast and Hillsborough Castle, County Down.